Aloha guys, Scuba Chris here. Welcome to my presentation for my inshore spinning rods for lighter fare. So I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible, but try to be as accurate as well. So I have very few rigs here at the house. The majority are in storage. So let me go to just some of the things I have here in storage in the house. This here is my Sililo rod. This is 8'6". It's a ultralight. It has very thin guides here for braid usage. Now this one here is rated for medium action, 2 to 6 pound test line on a Bigfoot 1000 reel, and this one's rated for 130 seconds to 1/8 ounce lures. So it gives you a decent amount to go by. Now I attach fishing butlers to this, and I'll show you how that's done. Now first, fishing butlers are these simple devices here, which basically combines your 2 or 3 piece rod together, makes it very compact for assessing the shorelines, keeping your gear together. Also, I use line dancers. Now, line dancers are really good to help keep the line from making the lure go straighter. You want the lure to dance, jolt around. So what you do is you get your line dancer here, put it on, snap it on your, oh, let me see, it's the wrong way. Actually, it should be this way, yes. Because it has, you see this? It has to cradle, and the line's coming out, it has to cradle it here. See that? So what that actually does, believe it or not, I did a lot of videos on this. It makes the line dance and the lure go. Do, 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 do. Now, if you were to bring this back, the vibration is it's going to even be more. And as proof, I took my sensei, which is my teacher, out at night, and we went on the full moon. He says, "We're not getting nothing. It's full moon. The fish are going to see this." I said, "Trust me." Went on the full moon night. I used one. I gave him one to use. Good night. So I made a believer out of him. And on my earlier one here, the Sililo, any 500 or 1,000 size reel would be perfect for ultralight. You can go as high as 2,000 if you want, but then it might be just a little bit wrist heavy. But this one, I have the either, like I said, 500 or 1,000. I use the Bigfoots. The Bigfoots are pretty good. I also coat the cork here. See that, the cork material? I coat that with diamond shine. So you can use U40, which is another type of coating that will work just as well. But I'm used to diamond shine, and that will give protection to the cork, so the handle will not absorb the water or any type of moisture, and it will last a lot longer. Next up is the hybrids from Mustad. They've been discontinued in the States here and there because I am one of the testers. I found flaws in this. And the flaw being, see, look at the bottom of the cork here. Notice how it's breaking through? It's called a hybrid because the rod will collapse in itself. But when it does that, you see this right here, this junction? Look at that. See that? Water collects in there. When you rinse it off, it will stay in the handle, and what happens is the water starts collecting in here. So that caused, after a couple of months, that caused the cork over here to start busting loose. So that's a design flaw, but it can easily be remedied. I mean, when you rinse it off, store it the opposite way so the water runs out, or just drill a hole, just a little pilot hole there. Now that I know about it, you can do that. But I think Mustad, when I alerted them to this, they decided to stop all sales within the continental U.S. It's already been to Japan, it's been to Europe, it's been to Australia with flying colors. But for me, I test any product for more than 40 hours, and this is what I found during the testing, because this had to come up after a couple months of constant usage. So what's good about this rod here It makes transportation, like in your car, really convenient. Because look, watch this. Look at that. This extends all the way out. It is a friction fit. Look at that. And it goes right back down to normal again. I still use it to this day. As long as you understand that the water has to come out from here, so you can just drill a hole there, or it's too late because you see it's starting to warp through, but no problem. I can always pull that cork off and put on a rubber stopper. But I just store like this. After a couple minutes after I rinse everything off, perfect. Now a rod like this, I find that a 3,000 size reel is perfect. On the larger ones, a 4 to 5,000 size reel is also perfect. Okay, so this is a Guide Select Pro. This is GSP-S-992M. GSP means Guide Select Pro, 2 means in 2 pieces, 992 means that it's 9'9" in 2 pieces. So this one here is rated for 8 to 17 pound test line, which is pretty much average for a salmon steelhead rod up in that area. And lure weight 3/8 to 1 ounce, so it's a good range here. Now I've gone as heavy as 1 1/4, just casting, just see what it'll do, no problem. I like this rod. I have a travel one, I have my regular ones. I could go a little bit crazy because they're usually on sale when I go up to Washington State. So I usually end up getting 1 a trip. Now I think I got like 7 or 8. I can't help it. I just like this rod. This is by far one of the best rods I use. Even here in Hawaii, I catch papio and bonefish, which is jacks and like bonefish, wheel. I tell you, this rod can really handle. So what would I recommend for a reel? 3,000 minimum. 4,000 is pretty much good. You want to get something that will really bring in the fish. Put on a 5,000 on this. And when I say that, when you go pen, because pen's a little bit larger and the numbering and the size is a little different. So a 5,000 Okuma, 5,000 Shimano or Daiwa will probably be like a 3,500 to 4,000 for a pen. So just kind of bear that in mind. I mean, if you have pen, it'll still work. It's just that they tend to run a little bit larger and heavier. So you have to compensate knowing that. Now, when I travel up to the States, this is what I take. It's my SST. I got this in Washington State. This is, I was told, #1 for steelheads and salmon, and I believe that because it's a good length. 10'6" is a good length. The rating on this, you can see the ratings here. What do you think? Pretty good ratings, right? Plus, it's in a really good, solid case. Now, I've tried this rod on the flats here in Hawaii, Estuary Flats. And I caught so many kudas, so many bonefish, so many papio, which are jacks. This rod handles. And it's fun. I mean, it's not like it's thick and tough and sturdy. You're going to bring the fish in, horses, no problem. It does give a lot, so you have to play the fish. But that's part of the game, right? I can just honestly tell you, this is worth it. I used to leave it in my car until I was thinking, hey, too many people know what my car looks like, so I stopped putting it in my car. So this is one of the rods that you may want to think about. So what kind of reel with this? 4,000 is good. You can go 5,000 also, but I found that with this rod here, the 4,000, perfect. This rod was a special find and treat. I thought I knew my Okuma products, especially SSTs. SSTs is a little less expensive brand of a Guide Select Pro, but these tend to average around 100 or less, where the Guide Select Pros tend to be more. This is the 9'9". Wow, this one here, this is truly a treat. At 9'9", heavy rating. Yeah, even with the thinner blanks, thinner guides for braid. This has a heavy rating. Medium action, so you can catch a wide range of fish in it. Pound test 15 to 40. That's very important, 15 to 40. And the lure weight is half to 3 ounces. So you want to get an all-purpose rod that you can do just about anything with. This is it. Now I'm showing this because this is my second one. It was on sale in Amazon for under $100. I forgot what the regular MSRP was, but it was on sale for under 100, and there was no shipping. Got it. Less than a week later, it arrived. So, and the reason why I have this purple box here, this is a Daiwa Legalis, the 6000. The 6000 is immensely large. I mean, this borders on the 8000 size. This is the reel I got, especially for the SST I just showed you. I mean, stat wise, I think this 6000 here is going to surprise a lot of people. And and Gomex's was kind of stumped because they didn't realize that the fittings here are thicker than the 5000 because they were advertising it would fit it. It doesn't fit it. I alerted them to that, and they go, "Wow, you're right. It doesn't fit." This is a very beautiful, beautiful reel. Tremendous line capacity on this one. It looks nice, but the thickness of the handles, everything here is unique. It differs from the other ones, and I tried to change out the knob here, and I couldn't. It's riveted in. Can you believe that? This is a very unique reel, so I think this would be a nice matchup. And those of you with really good eyes, I was kind of like, what is this? That's that rod and reel that Chris has not introduced us to yet. This is my baby. This was a present to myself I've been waiting for a long time. John Bertza years ago sent me the original Rockaway SP, meant for going along the shorelines of California up to Oregon for sea perch as well as halibut. So this is the largest in the series at 11 feet. It's also a 10-foot. The one that me and my friend Jeff were evaluating, and Jeff is a writer for a fishing magazine here in Hawaii. We both like the smaller one, the 8'6". There was a few improvements we made into it that the product designer agreed, yep, I think we should do it, and obviously the improvements were made. But this here is the last one. They made a 10-footer and 11. This is the 11, and this is the Inspira ISP. This is the largest one. That's the 5000. This is the one that won the IF award for 2024, and I complemented this with the 38 millimeter Gomex's power knob. So this here is kind of a virgin. It has not gone through the test of salt water. It has to be baptized. Still working on my car, so once that's done, that's my next project, is to get this puppy wet. So I really appreciate that you listened to my channel. Thank you. I meant this to be a shorter presentation. I'm sorry I kind of got caught up in this. I like this type of equipment. I can talk all day on it, and I don't have to look at a prompter or read it from a book or a computer page. I know this stuff already. It's what I do. And this here is going to be hard to beat. Trust me, it'll be really hard to beat. Thank you.